They get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rosen to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing this passer, defense.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run with Penning. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now Carr on the bootleg. On the move to his left.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running right, here's McAllister. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Raiders at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
All start.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the give, McAllister with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
A give running left, McAllister, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field ready for their 2nd drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rosen will throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A handoff to McAllister. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now a toss out wide to McAllister. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Carr. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now a play fake. Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. This is the tight end fan. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rosen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Walker. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them. Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now it's Rosen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr out to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all these receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who will control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now they're in the hurry up. On 1st down, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the carry, it's McAllister. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. To throw his Carr. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Second down and goal. Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Rosen. On the slant, it's Fant. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Straight ahead, Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Rosen. And he held on to it too long, a coverage sack, down he goes. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. From midfield, here's Carr. Screen play to McAllister. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing his Carr on third down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run with Deuce McAllister. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Rosen on 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Rosen's throw into the hands of Fant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end fan. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point open through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
From the 27, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Throwing now is Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now it's Lockett. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Rosen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Rosen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Clock management definitely critical. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And now it's Rosen looking. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now it's Rosen. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run here in McAllister. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. This is McAllister. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Carr going to throw here. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throw. This is caught, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense